looks like a cigar, but then.
Well, that's not good.
But it's not the cigar though. That's a good thing. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna fill it with the feta cheese, parsley, and then roll it like a cigar, and then we're gonna fry it in a fryer.
I've had that before.
Yeah, you had it before. It's gonna be so nice and crispy and brown. It's gonna be so good. Then we're gonna make mujwer. Mujwer is like a little zucchini, basically like a little fried zucchini, shredded, fried. It's gonna be a lot of herbs in it. Oh, we're gonna make a yogurt sauce. Let's buy yogurt.
I like that too.
We need to write yogurt over here before I forget. My name is Aykut Sinanoglu. I live in Chicago now with my beautiful family, my wife Julee, Neylan, and our lovely dog Shapshal. I'm from Turkey, from Black Sea region, town called Rize. I grew up on the mountains. My family grow tea, the tea that we are drinking right now. The one that you like, no? Turkish tea, they're very popular. And growing up, that was our main income. So the thing over there is that I always remember, and anytime I go to Turkey, I used to do the same thing. You do not go to the store to buy food for a week. Only during Ramadan that you buy enough food for a few days, because you know that you're gonna be hungry, you know that you're gonna be eating a lot at home, you know that people gonna come and go, so you buy a lot of food. But other than that, you buy what you need. You go to grocery store, you're gonna buy a ground beef. You buy, quarter kilo of ground beef. That's what you need for that dish. You're gonna make green beans, you only buy half a kilo or 1 kilo of green beans. And then you're gonna buy bread, you buy one bread. So you go back for each meal that you're gonna cook, basically sometime once, sometime twice a day you go to the store. But the difference is there is a grocery store at every corner in Turkey. There's a bakery at, I will say, each neighborhood at least has like a 5 bakeries. My relationship with Turkish food changed a lot, actually, since I left my country, let's put it that way. I am a person that who like to try and experience other cuisines when it's come to the food. And when I came to the United States, or when I came to work on the cruise line, let's say, my taste buds were different than now, because in Turkey, we always had this similar food, one menu. Most of the restaurant had a similar menu. If you go to the fish restaurant, seafood restaurant, if there's 20 of them, their menu is 80% the same. If you go to the kebab restaurant, let's say, and 80% of the menu is the same. If you go to a breakfast place, almost 100% the menu is the same. That something was boring about the restaurants. I'm sure it's changed now. I am more for a good food than any particular food. It's gotta be good so that we can enjoy and that's what the food is to me, actually, not just as something that I wanna fill up my stomach. I'm not hungry anymore. I don't look at it that way, especially when I go out. Then I'm looking for that experience and the flavors and then the taste and all the above. So talking about the Turkish food, I always enjoy Turkish food, but it's gotta be good. It's not just, I don't eat like Turkish food because it's a Turkish food. I don't go to a restaurant because it's a Turkish food. If I go to a Turkish restaurant, it's gotta be the best food, that closest to Turkish food.
So there's something very important that I keep thinking about as he's talking, and because he grew up, his first jobs and his career and the cruise line, everything around Aykut and even Turkish culture with food is service. Service is a really big part of Turkish cuisine because
the hospitality, it's very important.
That you receive, no matter what restaurant you go to in Turkey, I remember from the first time
Oh,
I
yeah,
went to Turkey to every single time we go, the service that you receive in a, like what we would call a diner versus, you know, a 5-star restaurant is exactly the same. It's, you feel it's personal, everything is done beautifully, everything is done perfectly, the food is delicious, you have a connection to your server, everyone is taking care of you like you're special. And that is a big part of Turkish cuisine to me.
And
No matter what food I'm eating. I mean, my favorite thing to get, and where we have a condo in Izmir, and there's this little restaurant just around the corner, and we always go for arugula salad. How simple is that, right? Arugula salad, but there's nothing like that arugula salad. Something that I just thought of. In Turkish food, no matter what you're eating, there's lemon and there's oil, olive oil. That is in everything except maybe like, you know, eggs. There's lemon and olive oil.
yeah,
And Turkish olive oils are amazing. That is on the table, it's in your food, it's on your food, and when you do go for seafood,
yeah,
that's how they cook it right there. That's it. It's lemon and oil.
yeah. It's a very simple. There is nothing to it. When it's come to meat, the same thing. You just season it and you just grill it. Or if you're gonna make stew, that's a different scenario. But basically the flavors are you tasting the main item on that dish. It's not the sauce that you're gonna put on. It's not anything else, but that you enjoying the exact flavors of that item. You know, when it's come to eating together, or when it's come to go to the store and buying Turkish yogurt or olives or anything like that, introducing to the Neylan. She used to be much better on that, eating those sort of food, but now she's growing up a little more and her taste buds changed.
Well, she was fluent Turkish speaker until school.
I used to do a better job on that, but the things like, we know that, American culture is beautiful, has so much to give, but mixing things up, it's always like in our lives.
I like that. We'll like be in a walk in the nature and you'll see a berry on a tree and like pick it off and eat it.
And you're gonna get poisoned, don't eat it.
Because it's Bubba, it's Chicago. It's not Turkey. The berries are usually poisonous.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. This one was on the 4th of July at my grandparents' home. And then this was our, whenever I tell people my name, because when I meet new people, they ask my name, I'll be like, oh, it's Neylan. I'll be like, oh, what culture is that from? Like, what?
Yeah.
What origin? Yeah.
What
nationality
origin?
what nationality are you? And I'll be like, it's Turkish. And I'll be like, what does it mean? And I'll say, it means fulfilled wish. And everyone's like, oh, that's such a pretty name.
Yeah.
And then I tell them the story that the reason you decided it is because I was a wish come true.
Yep.
I think that also the reason, like for me, why you and Mama, especially you, were trying so hard for me to like go to Turkish school, and how you used to talk to me in Turkish and bring that culture into my life is because you want me to be proud of my culture, and like you don't want me to grow up not knowing what it is. Because like if you didn't do those things, I probably wouldn't really understand what it is.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't know what it is probably. And I think it's good for every family to bring their own culture into their life.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Of course, that is very true. So
Yeah.
beautiful. Potato next.
Turkish food can vary depending where I am, whether it's home, Turkey, or a restaurant. By like, when it's at home and Bubba makes something that's Turkish, it's usually better because he makes it with love. That's what we say. He makes it with
Love
love.
touch, baby.
And it's like, I think most of the food
And
I've
Aykut's a really
had
good cook, too.
is from Bubba. It's at home, and it's usually really good. And in Turkey, I wouldn't be able to say much because I don't really remember last time I was there. me and Mama always like to have dinner and breakfast and lunch, not really as a family. We kind of just eat by ourselves, but Bubba's always trying to have us eat all together. And I think that ties in with how he was saying about, like, when he goes to restaurants and he wants to stay longer than people traditionally do in America. And I think that, like, goes with how we don't really, like, have family dinners. We try, but Bubba's always trying to have us be together at
Yeah.
dinner.
It's a
Like,
big
we
thing,
always,
yeah.
like, on Saturdays we have family breakfast.
We try to have a couple nights a week where we all sit together. And just another way to try to bring Aykut's culture into our lives as a couple in America, you know, by choosing her name, by choosing the dog's name. Our dog before him was also a Turkish name, and all his commands were in Turkish. We eat Turkish food, we listen to Turkish music, we go to Turkish restaurants, we go to the festival, we got Neylan in, Taka, we try to celebrate holidays, I feel like that's always in my mind to do that, for him coming here to be with me and have our family here. How can I have Turkish culture in my family? How can we keep that going and let that live on? Has always been really important to us as a couple, and me as a wife of someone who's an immigrant.
So holding on those little things makes me happy, like having that little touches, having that little flavors, having that time in the kitchen and making those dishes or with Neylan or with Julie's help. And those are like my structure, as I said. If you remove that, then what's left? So I think as immigrants, we all have the responsibility of sharing that experience with our friends and families.